y'all. So I'm listening to the guys do their live on my phone. Check it out, Ben and Noah, and it's sprinting time here. So we're gonna have some fun with it. I've got a Garbogust book. Harry Harrison, Planet of the Damned. And if y'all aren't already, when y'all pop on here and see this, go check out Ben and Noah's channels. They're freaking hilarious. So, yep, that's what's up. I just got done loving on Jackie Boy, actually, so we won't be starting off the sprint with him for a change. Though we do still have a sneaky kitty here. Eyeing my water. Yep, we've got the Beezer here. And we're getting ready for some Garbogust reads. So, hopefully, it's some good ones. What do you think you're doing, JB? What do you think you're doing? You don't need to eat anything back there. Soon I will be changing this up, because right now this is actually all the boyfriend stuff, but he's building me a bookcase to go on the other wall, and it's going to be empty for a while, because your girl ain't got money for new books right now, but it's still going to be pretty, and it'll give me room to, reorganize my shelves and go, all right, this is no longer TBR, and I'm tired of sticking these on a random shelf and sit up together, because I already filled up all the shelves I already had with my favorite authors, so they can have their own shelves of, hey, they're still alive, they're still writing. I can keep them all together instead of sticking them where I can fit them on my TBR bookcase, so that'll be nice. So, yay. There might eventually be a video of me reorganizing my bookcases, so it's actually just TBRs and my favorites. Who knows? I'm not sure exactly how I would manage to film that one, because I do not have a tripod. I do not have space on my phone anyways. And I don't trust the pups not to go wee and knock over my laptop and break it. Plus, I'd have to keep going, here, let me pick this up and tilt it, and it'd be a raging mess. So, yeah, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that, but maybe. So, but in the meantime, we got this. And it is absolutely horrible. I have never made it past the first page. Because, oh my goodness. I don't know how many of y'all watch American Dad. But there was an episode where Steve was trying to write sports. And it all, sounded like, basically he was, writing erotica. If you read it just the right tone. And that's how this starts off. I can't keep a straight face. It's just wrong. Now, if we could get Henry Cavill to read it, especially in that, deep, growly Witcher voice that he uses, oh, that will be not suitable for work, and I will listen to the whole freaking thing. As is, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this one, but I'm gonna try, or let's get DNF'd and going back to the store that I bought it from, because I got it from a used bookstore for $1.48, according to the sticker on the back. So I didn't waste too much money. If it ends up being bad, at least for a few giggles. This is just, wow. Sweat-covered Brion's body, trickling into the tight loincloth. That was the only garment he wore. Yeah, that's how that book starts. It is definitely perfect for Garbogust. That is not what I thought by the cover. Hi, Elaine. How are you? We have a sneaky kitty. He doesn't know. I was loving on Jackie Boy earlier, so the door's open. My Garbogust read. I'm trying to get Henry Cavill to read this. Because I would listen to that. I would have trouble listening to it at work. But yeah, look at that cover. Does that sound like you should have dudes in loincloths? No. This should be sci-fi dystopian 70s cheeseball. But we got dude in a loincloth in the first sentence. So I'm not sure if this is going to be blow stuff up or 70s smut or something in between. But, that's why I've been trying to read this for over a year and I've never got past like the first 2 paragraphs. Oh yeah, you smacking me up. That's not nice. I'll go turn the fan on you. Good here, rain today, but all woo! Yay for rain only outside. Not a sentence you expect to have to say. Kind of like I didn't expect to have to read that, but that's what I got. Are you gonna go full melted butter for us? See, he's mad because he has a mat right there. And I managed to trim half of it. Hey, don't point that out, Mama. He's the mean one. He'll slap you with the claws in when he wants attention. Like, he'll walk by and chase you and just smack you up. But then when you try to actually pet him, not so much. He's like, no, now my claws are going to be out. And hey, you stop to pet me. Let me flop over so I can kangaroo kick you with my claws out. And he gets mad when I try to trim him because he doesn't know how to clean himself. And he won't let me brush him. You need a brushing and a buzzed. Be perfectly similar. I'll turn you into a Sphinx cat. And then you can grow it back out. What do you think? You want to look like a Sphinx for a couple weeks while we all laugh at you? And then you have to snuggle for warmth. He's like, what'd you just say to me, woman? With your big eyes and your cute pink nose. Tiki was the bite monster today. She was wound up and playing. Nice. I'd blame it on that. That's just him. He's just a butt. He's slowly learning that he likes attention, but mostly he likes it when you're asleep or if you're petting the other cat just to make Jack jealous. He's like, oh, you're sitting on the floor petting him? How about if I sneak up here? And then, yeah. They were so cute. They were like butt to butt. Their long, fluffy hairs almost like touching. And then they both realized that they were almost touching and were like, hey. That's what that butthole does. Like, he will flop over after yelling at me and chasing me down and smacking me up for pets. And he'll be like, pet me. Or every night at dinner time, he's like, haha, you can't make me go to the room. I'm going to flop over. And he'll try to kangaroo kick me with the claws out. The boyfriend does it, he keeps the claws in. Like, hey, I'm the one that said we should take you home, you butt. He was going to let you stay there. I took your butt home and held you on the car ride and paid for your vent so that you could see again. Get your eyes ungunked. He's like, nope, now that my eyes are ungunked, I don't like you. It's bros. And then sticks his tail up Franny's nose. Because he's a butthead. Cats are just rude like that. I should know. Then again, we have Franny, who I brought home and she wants to beat me up when I don't have food and get too close to her man. And Oscar's got brought home by the boyfriend, but he's mine. Except for after dark. Animals are just weird. They get by on their cuteness. And they know it. Excuse me. So was it just a light rain today, or did y'all actually finally get somebody to come by and figure out where the flooding is coming from and start getting that fixed? Oh, back so soon, Beezer. What are you plotting? I know you're plotting. They're always plotting. Plenty of rain. Hubby did major digging yesterday. Seems to have stop issues. Well, that's good. No, well, we're not paying you buttheads because y'all didn't do nothing. We dug all the holes. And refilled it with sand, I'm guessing? But likely have to put in the dirt. Oof. That sounds like quite the hassle. Wait. So. I don't even own mine yet. I've only paid like 8% of it. But it still has its issues. But at least I don't have the landlord constantly raising my prices. It's just the insurance and the city going, yeah, your property taxes, we're raising that up. But it's like, you're not allowed to do that until after I leave and sell it for money. Right now, it's only worth what I paid for it. So it can't go up because it ain't worth more. Lotto max tonight, 70 million. Here's even after losing half the taxes, I could totally live off that. I'm not some, evil, large company owner that goes, I only made $100 million this year. I'm so poor. I can't afford to pay my workers. Then I'd only make $90 million net profit. Like, dude, I could live the rest of my life off like $5 million. Bonus mortgage free after 15 years. How the? Yeah, I've been paying on this one for 5 years, and I still need to pay another $9,000 before I hit the 20% that they take that $22 a month PMI off. So like another 6 years. Because right now my whole, like almost all of my payment is going towards interest. It's like, yeah, you paid $230 towards your house and $580 just went to interest. But they just wait. If I win the lottery, I'm like, hi, you're not getting interest because my house is paid off next month. And the student loans, even though that's only like $46 a month of interest. Still, screw you guys. Pay it off and rake in the profit when I figure out where I want to live and sell it. Yeah, I'd love to, but yeah, I'm still not getting a full paycheck for like the next month. They've already admitted that one. It's like we might get 75% of our paychecks till September, and then who knows. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta save my savings for when crap goes wrong. And then maybe, like right now, I'm like, fine, I'll pay an extra $50 towards my student loans. Because that's actually small enough that an extra $50 might make a difference. $50 towards my house and go new done. Yeah, but it means I might actually clear off part of my TBR and find out what's worth unhauling. Because I bought 8 books this year. One of them was a pre-order that I had to have, and one, by the time you take out how much I was going to have to pay for shipping if I didn't get over the limit, only cost me $3. So that's pretty good. It comes out to I bought a book a month, and only one of them for full price. Sadly, someone else on YouTube went to work and found out no more job. He is in Wales. Wow. Yeah. I gotta figure out how to get this to take off so I can start kind of. It's like, all right, well, I lost $200 this week. Okay, I made it on YouTube, but that ain't never gonna happen. Not unless I start doing a romance and, yeah, see-through white shirts and nothing underneath. Then I might start getting some views, but then I'm going to have to also go, yeah, we cannot have any comments because it ain't going to be nothing but trolls. And I don't want to have to read romance. The running gag at work is, all right, what's your OnlyFans name? Because, like, how's like, somebody got to come up with a good name for me because I got to get paid somehow. Do you have any? No, I don't. I was trying to set up that, like, bookstore thing, but I wasn't having much luck getting that working. I keep hoping Kindle will sponsor me, like, hey, you talk about Kindle Unlimited on all your videos. But no. I don't get enough views for them to bother with me. Hey, Noah. Hey, Vin. Woo, Chaos Gremlins unite. Y'all missed my dirty reading when Elaine popped in. Well, actually, if I'm going to read this book, I should do it in something inappropriate. Given the way this one starts off, yep. Now they are wondering about your new. You can't do it full on. It just has to be like a skin tight, like wet t-shirt. You were talking about everything inappropriate. You got holes and size and vibrations that were not from your phone. I'm reading this. Want to guess what it's about? Oh, we know what it was, Vin. It's okay. You can tell us. We don't judge. You and your tinglers. Mm-hmm. You got kids. And you don't watch Disney, so you can't be that sweet. That'd be a good guess. That's what I thought too, but no. Well, from the beginning, it's about a dude in a loincloth that's getting very sweaty. That's as far as I have made it, because I can't give a straight face on it. And he's poking people with his sword. We need a very sexy narrator for this. Hi, Daniel, how are you? Yep, as my read for Gorb August, I'm gonna try. I bought this last year, and the boyfriend was like, oh, this looks like kind of like the weird sort of thing he sometimes likes. So he picked it up and read the first paragraph like I did, and then we both put it down because neither one of us could get through it. So I'm like, all right, it's Gorb August. I'm gonna try again. They pretend it's a fencing sword, but he is sweating in nothing but a loincloth. A tight loincloth, which I didn't know that even was a thing. I was you reading the story. So, yeah, this is. I don't know if I'll be able to get through it. Maybe it'll actually turn into what it looks like. Only same books hubby and I read are Stephen King. Me and Stephen King are having a fight because he keeps making long books and acting like they're horror and saying he loves animals, and then he likes killing them in his books. He's not nice. I'm sick of Nadine Coots. No, the boyfriend and I, we don't really read the same things. Like, he reads, here's like the history of some dictator or on war or the occasional like sci-fi stuff. Like, he has Dune and Heinlein and all that kind of stuff. And then there's the stuff that I read. Tequila has been a bad choice. Did you remember to make it into a margarita, or are you just doing shots? Mile 81 was not long. Wait, that's Stephen King. If it's under like 800 pages, it can't actually be Stephen King. Dune is awesome. One of these days, I'm going to watch the movies, and then I might try to read the books. So I'm feeling that's going to be very Lord of the Ringsy of me reading it going, what are you talking about? Who is this? Mine reads mystery and spy. See, I could go for that. A good like 007 kind of deal, some cool gadgets and blowing stuff up. I could go for some of that. It's a short story. Audio is like 90 minutes. Are you sure that was Stephen King and not just the, ooh, boobies part of a Lemon movie, like book, edited out? Because I'm pretty sure that's as long as his books would be if you took out all the, oh my God, this girl had boobs. And yeah, tequila, like for margarita. How else do you drink tequila? You at least got to put the lime in it. Or the sugar rim. BRB letting Milo out. No, try again. Tequila liqueur flavored with mango and passion fruit mixed with lemonade. I don't know about passion fruit. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but I do love mango. So you kind of made like a weird version of a fruity margarita, or I could drink that. Okay, I can't because of the sugar, but the flavor I could go for. You're gonna have fruity and salt. Salt only goes on watermelon. Otherwise, fruit is sweet. Or okay, and pepper on cantaloupe. Lemon and shots tequila. That could end up fun. I had lemon meringue shots once. I've heard of a lemon drop, a lemon meringue shot. That sounds. They put whipped cream and made it dirty, didn't they? This sounds delicious, but I can't imagine that one not going down well at a bar. Where you're not allowed to use hands. Those are always really fun to order. Nope, nice dent in my head says otherwise. You got a dent in your... So do I. Mine's right here. They swear nobody dropped me as a baby, but I'm pretty sure they're all covering for each other. I got dropped multiple times on the same spot. We bought 6, 2 each, and nobody else would drink them, so I did. I was the only one who did not have a hangover the next day. It's a lemon meringue. That sounds delicious. I like that as a pie. But I can only have that when I'm suffering blood loss. Otherwise, me and sugar don't get along very well. So now I don't get a hangover. I just get the sugar headaches and the muscle spasms long before I get the buzz. And who is this we? Was it just you and Noah? Or did Jenny come along too to try to get you to watch movies? It was a long night and made the most of my 20s and still here to share what I learned. Nice. Yeah, the 20s are for doing stupid stuff and figuring out your limits and hoping you figure them out before you reach them. I just get tired, hangovers. See, that's part of the reason to drink. If you're an insomniac, if you drink enough, you can fall asleep. Unless somebody pisses you off, and then I'm sober and like going for blood immediately. Now here I am in my like mid-30s, and well, I can't drink, but I probably would get the hangover if I did. I've only known the gnome for 2 years ish. They're like, yeah, if you go too far past them, then you don't get to try again. I literally was like, all right, if I get this, drink this much, I buzz, that much I'm drunk, that much I'm asleep. Or roaring for a fight. I've done the fight thing, but it's been a while. And it was usually a frat boy involved. Me and frat boys tend to not get along. They take this tiny size and think that they're going to do, yeah, well. They forget that this ain't a dye job because I won't show them the proof. I need a night out. Our 20s are for lemon salt and tequila, no? I was more of a rum girl outside of margaritas. Good strawberry or mango margarita. Or anything with, like, rum. I may have done my drunken daddy issues in the bar in my 20s. I miss Aftershock. It's a miracle to find it now. Yeah, I've never tried Sambuca. That was not popular when I could actually drink. Now it just sounds like something kind of weird. Isn't that like that Japanese like vodka type thing that they give you at like when you go to what are they called? Hibachis. Oh wait, I have Sambuca. Rum, schnapps, beer, wine, pretty much anything. Really? But coconut rum is so good. I put it in my strawberry daiquiris. Or I would just drink it. Beer is, I don't understand. That's just pee in a bottle. Or a can, usually. Wine, I'm going to tick off a lot of people, but I never really liked it. The red stuff tastes like medicine. And half the white isn't very good either. Whiskey, I only had once or twice. No, that's sake. Which one's ouzo then? Okay, yep, Greek. That was gonna be my second guess. Aniseed. It's either cider or shots for me. Or both. Red is medicine. My liquid eye. See, red, to me, it tastes like Robitussin. And it just gives me headaches. And I used to live in wine country, so I used to make people very mad. I'm like, ew. Can I get a pina colada? Like, this is a $200 bottle of wine. And it tastes like the $3 bottle of Robitussin. That'll get me more messed up if I drink that whole thing. I do like a good red wine, though. I like Viola. I can't remember the one that I used to drink. It came in a blue bottle with like leaves on it. It's like Asti something or other. Or Barefoot. No, I can't remember the one that I used to like. But it was something Barefoot brand. Moscato, that was the one that I drank. So what is everybody reading with all their alcohol tonight? Absinthe is an experience as well. I think that's still illegal here. It's one of the few things that it's banned in America instead of American and banned everywhere else. So you might be able to get it in New Orleans, but for the most part, I think it's still banned. I have heard the stories. The only thing I think of with absinthe is like Sherlock Holmes, and the thing about the whole like green fairy or something. Brindlesham Forest UFO stuff. Nice. I am reading The Fall is all there is. Well, yeah, once you push them off the ledge, they ain't got much more to go if you get them off a tall enough one. The live was so interesting last night. Mm-hmm. Wait, was that last? What days are blending together? I think that was yesterday. Yeah, it was because I was home unexpectedly, so I got to watch. Almost done UFO and soon Blackwater. Awesome. So I'm the only one that'll be reading the trash. Unless we get, Noah reading something. Or get him to read some It. So if y'all do enough that, I do not blame you. Thank you. Enzo is a wealth of information. Mm-hmm. We have Ghost Fog, Royal Secession, Steampunk, Cybernetic, Horses, and Possession. Cybernetic horses. That is not the weirdest thing I've heard. I mean, you do read some very out there stuff, man. You're dismembered and being assaulted by a corpse instead of, the one that people have heard of. The fun of covered by. And you pay like full price for them. I at least, if I did that, it would still at least be used. So I picked them up for the cover, but I still have to read what it might be about in a couple pages. Unless it's, like this when it was like $1. Then okay, I went for the cover and got 70s smut. No, 60s smut. That was reprinted in 87. So this version is almost as old as I am. Many things save me time on it. You are very welcome. So Arthur recommends on Twitter has a lot to answer. Yeah, the only one that... Well, see, I don't even have Twitter anymore because I quit using it for ever. And I was like, all right, I'll go back on it. They went, no, you have to actually know your password. And it used to auto-sign me, and I haven't signed in 7 years. And I was only on there for Christopher Moore anyway. Because, he'll tweet really funny stuff, and if you message him, he always, responds. So I've had straight-up conversations with, my favorite author. Not led me wrong so far, though, to be fair. Yeah, I've been lied to, a lot. Oh, it said it was about this, and it was not about that. That was a heavy romance, and that was... It said it was about Atlantis, and it was about Nazis. That is not the same thing. I think Noah got lost letting the dog out. And see what weird stuff he's reading. A lot are indies, so I get them cheap on Kindle. I am currently 8 new books in this month. It's only day 2. Even that, I refuse to spend unless I'm I know I'm going to like this. Because otherwise that's money down the drain because I am never going to find it again. I have 1,000 books on Kindle. I would have to actually remember what they are or scroll through a lot of screen to find the book. And at that point, I'm just gonna like forget and go, oh, well, ooh, I saw this book on the way to that one and read that. That's why I train myself. I'm like, if I'll pay for it, I read it immediately, or I'm only downloading it if it's free. I can't just be buying books no more. So I do have like 7 that I put holds on Libby. I'm like, all right, let me like space this out. I can't. They're like, oh, this one will be 2 weeks, that'll be 4 weeks, that'll be 8, that'll be 16. Just kidding, they all came in at the same time. I don't have Kindle, but itching to go to the thrift store. See, I just have the Kindle app on my phone, because then I can sit there and do this. And that, like, unlimited gets me. But then also getting told that, hey, this book is on sale today, it's free. So I like that cover, I like that title. Download. We don't have much in the way of thrift stores here, to be honest. At least not for books. Yeah, we have like 3 antique stores that have a couple like stalls for books, but most of them are romance or history. But I usually have to go like an hour away to an actual book thrift store. So it spares me. Because I love buying books online. She's like, oh, I'm looking up this author or this title. And it's like, oh, here you go. And then all the other similar stuff on the page. Whereas, yeah, if you go to the bookstore, you just, like, you have to know what you're looking for. It doesn't recommend you. Now I can speed up Libby, trying more. Ooh, nice. A lot of Dean Koontz. Ooh. You trying to get me to keep my unlimited subscription. I gotta save money. That's $12 a month that I ain't got. But I did see he had one, like, surprisingly new one. I, like, normally, like, Kindle Unlimited doesn't have most of the big authors that I look for. I keep finding all these ones I've never heard of. Like, ooh, I might read that. Because if I don't do the indie ones, I'm like, I'm never going to find them in the store and I'm going to forget about them. 10 minutes to... Oh, yeah. I would be in trouble if I could go to a bookstore 10 minutes away. It's Saturday. We're going. You're going to have to build me 6 more bookcases. I don't remember what that's about, but I want to try it. But my, I got to remember to cancel it. Because my unlimited trial is up on the 9th. Unless they, like, offer to give it to me for, like, free or super cheap when I go to, I'm canceling this. Because sometimes they'll do that, and other times they're like, fine, peace, we don't need you. And then I gotta wait a while. I don't think I've read Quicksilver. I think that is on. Yep, I've never read that one by Dean Koontz. It's 20 minutes on the train to Manchester, and then it's a 10-minute walk to the bookshops. Nice. Bonus to not driving anymore. Have to wait for the weekend. Yeah, they never should have given me a driver's license. I applied for my learner's permit, and they gave me a license. So I can't really drive, so the boyfriend drives me everywhere. Like, if I drive, I'm like, I promise I'm not drunk. That's just, yeah. So I like it when there's nobody on the road, so I can take up all the lanes. And it's okay. Ooh, he's getting into the flaming hot Cheetos. I can hear it. Now you got me looking. I got to see which ones Dean Koontz is on there. So I do have a horror that I'm reading right now. It's Queen of the Underworld. Yes. I liked the first one. Hmm. After Death. Ooh, that does sound like a good one. Yeah, most of the Dean Koontz ones that I have read aren't on Kindle Unlimited. But there are quite a few that are part of it that I do want to read at some point. Shadowfires. Ooh, that sounds fun. Wait, it can't be that one too recent. Yeah, I think it's like they changed the cover so much, so it's like, oh, is that the one? Because like some of the books that I have read, even in America they have like 4 different covers. I'm like, oh wait, I thought that was a new one, but it was actually that one. Was it maybe Lightning? Looking up here, it looks kind of like your Quicksilver cover. I think I actually did read that one and liked it. Let's see, how old is that book? Published in 2003, so it might be it. It's old enough. I drove up until a year ago now, content to stay home. Content to stay home and don't need to shop through the week. Plus less per year in insurance. Yeah. You'll figure it out eventually. It'll be like, oh yeah, that's like one of my favorites. Or, ooh, how'd you? I guess you didn't like it if you don't remember it. I was gonna read that next. Actually, as a chick with a science degree, I think I get a lower insurance because you're like, you've never been in trouble. You're more responsible, theoretically. They don't realize what I was trying to do with that science degree. He's the one supposed to keep me out of trouble. Poor sucker. He's got his work cut out for him. Yeah, so far, like, The Taking and Midnight have been my favorite Dean Koontz so far. Like, the first time I read The Taking creeped me out so freaking bad. Now that I've read it a couple times, it's not as scary, but it was a good one. And then I think there was Dragon Tears was another really good one. Fear of Nothing was a letdown. Icebound was good, but not a horror. Like, you read Dean Koontz for horror. That was a thriller. There was nothing scary about it at all. And I've got a really old, like, paperback of hell looking one for Demon Seed. It looks very like 70s, 80s cut. Thrillers I could do all day. So long as they're the like actiony thrillers, not the psychological. I don't read those very much. I can't remember if I've read that one or not. I think I have it. Or it might be the December Moon. He's got so many, I'm like, I don't know if I've read that one or if I've just heard about it and meant to read it. I need to start keeping a list of his books so that I don't like bring home ones that I already have instead of the ones that I meant to get. I'm like going through my Goodreads and going, which ones were they? So it isn't Winter Moon that I've read. I think that one's on my list. It was Dragon Tears that I read. And one with a moon on the cover. Right, you people, sorry for taking so long. Milo decided to chase Malls. Aw, that's so cute. I am like that with Feist. I have read some, but no idea which. See, I've only read one by him, and I liked it, so I got another book, and then it has sat there forever, and probably at least a decade. But I am gonna head off to bed. You have an amazing sprint. I shall watch your video tomorrow. Oh, well, thank you, and have an, good night. Well, I'm not gonna be good, but I'm also not gonna get caught, so it's the same thing. It's okay. I have just bought another 3. Heck, it's only naughty if you get caught. Shall we kick off our first sprint and see if, it's actually as trashy as it seems? Or as messed up as it might seem? I have a feeling I'm either going to be laughing my butt off or grossed out by this one. Hey, cat, just popping in and chill for a few. Hi, Diane. Perfect timing. We're just getting ready to kick off our first sprint and get some trash going. Are you having a good evening? Poor Elaine knows how this book started. She popped in right as I was reading the opening line. It's been a great day and evening, settling down after supper now. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, it's way too early for dinner here. I'm more of like a 9 o'clock dinner person, unless I just am very hungry that day. So we gotta feed all the animals, and then like 8:30, 9 o'clock, the humans get fed. That line does not match this cover at all. But hey, if I read books actually like that, I might get a lot more views. But then I'd have to actually read them, and I don't think I could stand myself for that long. Now, if we can get him to do the Witcher voice, I could listen to that all day. Yikes, we eat at 5 here, 6 at the latest. I'm usually not home till 5 o'clock if they give me full hours. If I eat at 5 o'clock, that's they didn't give me lunch and I'm hungry today. And I'll probably go into bed early. think normal people eat between like 6 and 7-ish. I've never been normal. I'm trying to find shorts for Noah to read live after Chuck Tingle broke him. Well, he was just so tingly. I'll see myself out. You just have fun breaking Noah, and it's not very hard. Yes, it's almost. So you're East Coast. You're about an hour ahead of me. We're creeping up on 6 here. You got any good books? Are you going to be doing the Garb August? I do, and he had to work with me at 5 a.m. this morning. Oh, poor Noah. Everybody's easy to break at 5 a.m. Nothing is functioning yet. It's like, physically, I'm here. Mentally, come back in a couple hours. Yep. We don't even give the pups dinner. They get theirs at 8 o'clock, and then Jackie Boy gets his at 9. I am hyper functional at that time. It annoys people. Ugh. Morning people. You're also probably extremely caffeinated, though, aren't you? No, I don't touch anything until midday. No, I'm gonna pass on that this year because I'm just learning about it. It's fun seeing everyone's videos. I love it. I don't usually participate in it, though I'm pretty sure most people would consider Christopher Moore to be garbage, trashy stuff. And I just read him whenever, but I love all the videos, especially when MJ does her thing with Gerb Augustina. If I get through this book to be able to do a review of it, I'm gonna have to borrow some tips from her. I get really hyper too. People get annoyed. Hyper is fun. It just doesn't make sense in the morning. It's like, wait, your brain is functioning enough that you can do this? I don't understand. I'm still just holding my eyelids open, and then you get that nobody's home, second wind, and then nap time. But no, you're not supposed to nap at work because you only get a 30-minute lunch break. I'm like, 30 minutes is just enough to piss me off. I need at least 2 hours. Otherwise, it's not a nap. It just makes me more tired and more mean. I know I wasn't crazy. I can hear the ice cream man coming now. In his very creepy school bus van. Ever see that Eddie Murphy stand-up show where he's dancing around and singing, "You dropped your ice cream and now you ain't got none"? I don't think so. I've seen him in movies, but I'm not sure I've ever watched any of his stand-up. I'm more of a Christopher Titus or Gabriel Iglesias. I love me some Fluffy. And then Titus is just he's an angry, messed up humor. Kinda he reminds me of Carlin. Oh. Hey cat, just sat down to find some sprints and start reading. Well, that's perfect. We're gonna go till a half hour, and that'll be the end of our first sprint. How are you doing? What do you have reading for you tonight? Ooh, and I just got a reminder that I need to cancel a free trial before it ends. I'm doing good. I'm reading All of This Is True by Lydia de Pinaflor. I have never heard of that one. How's it going so far, or did you just start? Excuse me. I started yesterday and I'm 65% in. Very quick read and it's just okay. Well, glad it's a quick read if it's not going to be a very amazing book. Oh, you back for another visit, Beezer? Got my fluff ball keeping me company. Well, sometimes. Huh. You're just up here because you usually don't get to be in here, though. I'm on to you. You gonna give me another cute mew, or are you gonna give me Hedwig face? Oh, neither? Fine. JB's more camera shy than the rest of them. He's like his mama. He gets by on good looks because he was sweet when we found him as a kitten. Now he's a butt, but he's a fluffy butt. Likes to snuggle with you once you're already unconscious. I just realized that has a zipper. Oh, she's... Yeah, he is adorable. And if you can surprise him, his eyes get big and his ears go back. He looks like Hedwig. Elf of Harry Potter with that big old owl face. He's slowly remembering that he was raised by dogs and learning to be sweet. It's okay. You can never tell without a name. And then, of course, yeah, when he was a baby, his eyes looked very gold when they first opened. So he's James Bond, or JB for short, because he definitely does not deserve the title of James Bond. He's not a ladies' man. He ain't that smooth. He started sneaking up and getting cuddly the last couple of days, which is amazing because it ain't cool out. And we got a little man who's tucked in at all times. Hello, big girl. Hi. Yeah, you're cute. It's not food time though. No, it's not. You get toasty playing outside, trying to sniff a bunny butt. Girl. Hi. Lurking and listening to books with my son. We just finished Clockwork Prince and then started Clockwork Princess. Ooh, that sounds fun. Remember to hydrate and hug the like button. Aw, thank you. How are you? I'm going to drop as it's midnight. I hope everyone has fun with their reading. Have a great sprint. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in. Sleep well. So sweet. A bunny butt giggles. You get a lot of bunnies in the backyard. Mm-hmm. I'll be posting a little video that I took this morning, over the weekend. Or I had to go chase him off because he was having a snack under the bird feeder, and the pups wanted to go out to pee. I'm like, yeah, Franny will try to sniff them if she's by herself. Little man wants to chase everything. She's very like we and every year some bunny has its babies in one of the gardens. So usually little man finds them, but sometimes Franny does, and she sits guard and goes, "These are mine now," and we'll let her out in the middle of the night do her business. And if the mom's out there, she will chase off the mom and go, "No, get away from my babies! You got to come back later." She's very goofy. But yeah. I still keep trying to get him to let me pet them, but the bunnies aren't going for it. I even planted lettuce and threw out carrots for him once, but no luck. I haven't found what their favorite herb is yet. It is. I know it is not basil or cilantro or parsley. And they're not really a fan of rosemary or thyme either. I'll see you in your next video, Mr. Chaos Gremlin. So now we gotta figure out who's gonna be the ghost. Because there's always one. back so soon, Beezer? You gonna hop in your chair again? Or that's on the laptop? Oh, thank you. Yeah? I think he just scared himself out of the closet. Oh, JP. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Who are you yelling at? Do you even know? Come here, fuss butt. Oh no, you're gonna go explore back there. Okay, fine. I see how it is. Well, that took a drastic change. How are y'all's books going? Conspiracy theories. That's definitely something. We've actually kind of got one going in this now. They got away from being gross, and now there's a conspiracy theory about how their planet-wide Olympics got started. Because it's the Space Olympics post-war. Very weird. Basically, in this one, we've got this guy that's like, oh, well, he started off fencing in his, skin tight loincloth and nothing else, and about died of exhaustion. And then, oh, some dude just broke into his hospital room and was like, oh, yeah, these, 20s, because that's how many events that everybody who participates has to go through to get down to one winner. Is like, it didn't. There's no logical 700 years ago or however many in this lone little planet with like a 800-day year that nobody bothers to visit because they're too far out. It's like we had intergalactic war, and then everybody said, "Screw you guys." So fine, we're just gonna get drunk and have murders and Planet Olympics every year. Hello, man. Yeah. Hello. You can come say hi. You gonna sniff my crotch? Can I have a kissy? Good. Oh, you're a sleepy boy. Those were sweet kisses. Oh, thank you. Oh, good boy. I like you too. Hello. Okay, thank you. They get 80 days of like summer, and then it's just winter for the rest of the year. So, like, well, the only way to survive is to get drunk and off people, or have the Olympics till everybody's dead except for their winner, or the people that knew that they sucked and didn't compete. You're just sniffing all around. No. So, which conspiracy theory do you have going in your book this time, Elaine? So we got UFOs and shapeshifters and intergalactic war and a boopable little nose. Mama, don't you be kissing me. It's abuse when you do it. I know. Okay, thank you for the visit. Government cover up. Yeah, they are good at those. Well, they used to be. Now they're just out in the open with their crime and thieving. And we go, yay! You just got crime. Not being... Again, yep, typical politicians. Or CEOs at this point, too. There's not much of a difference. Either not up front or they go, yeah, this is what I'm doing. What you gonna do? You ain't got the money to fight me. Because I took it all. Is somebody trying to walk down the street again without permission? Mm-hmm. And yet we have people defend them. You're saying you can't afford groceries, but you're defending the right to make sure they don't pay you enough to buy groceries. Because otherwise they could only afford 4 yachts this year. Like, make it make sense. He is in his room because I was actually loving on him about 20 minutes before I, started this. I was like, all right, he needs his time to cool off. I was petting him, and then he was like, all right, I'm done with you now, and just walked back into his room. So days off. Usually I don't get to sleep in, or I get my midday nap so he doesn't get loved on, but I somehow accidentally did not take a nap today. And Franny kind of sort of let me sleep in. He gets his attention on his own terms and then just goes, And then he's a weirdo whenever he's in here. He's like, I don't really want your attention because we never get to go in here. So I just want to explore. But if I sit out in the hallway, he's like, okay, half the time I want attention, half the time I want to lick my butt. Half the time I want attention, but I gotta lick my butt until you call me over enough times to prove you really want me. And him and JB almost made friends for about 30 seconds. And then they broke it up, went, no. And JB left, and then when he tried to come back, Jack was like, oh yeah. But their fights are the weirdest. Like, they'll hiss at each other and have a stare off and walk away, or one of them will run up and smack the other one, like 1 or 2 good swipes, yell at him for getting smacked, and then just turn tail and be like, all right, we're done now. Whoever the winner is gets attention, if they want it. It's like, JB always thinks he's sneaky. He's like, I'm not going to start a fight if I walk really slow. Like, now you're just being a creep, and he's going to smack you up while you're busy creeping. This Jack he says at him, and he smacks him exactly 1 time, and then turns tail and comes back to me. JB will smack, and then run away. I'm like, you use claw. I heard you pull a little hair. So he gets in trouble, and then I chase him with the pillow, which is the most terrifying thing ever. Because, pillows. I'm reading a book for S&Gs. I don't know what that is. Titled The Mother by Pearl S. Buck. It's pretty good. It's off Project Gutenberg. I have never heard of that. The book, the author, or whatever S&G is. Sounds like Xena and Tiki. Our cats are all weirdos. That's how they get around without having to, actually work for it. It's like, we're cute and we're kind of entertaining with our weirdness. I think when Daddy was trying to get some cats adopted, I was going and visiting them with him. And one cat that, it was a jet black cat. He wanted to be a redhead. He kept climbing in my hair. And I'm like, I know you're there because I can feel you, but he was completely underneath my hair. And then one that's like, all right, I'm going to play with you while my brother climbs on you and wants to snuggle. but we have to be together. It's like, I can't snuggle unless you're playing with my brother. As soon as they stop moving the toy, they just both go, what? Follows the life of a peasant woman in rural China. That's kind of cool. I don't know how well I'd do in China, but they are very interesting. One of these days I want to visit, see if they actually have really good food. I've only had the Americanized versions. But also, like, all the architecture just looks gorgeous. Oh. I don't know why that did not come to my mind. I'm like, that's gotta stand for, some, like, event or classy thing. Yeah. That's why I read lots of things. That's why Christopher Moore is one of my favorite authors, because, yeah, there isn't a lot of depth to those stories. They're just fun. I mean, he has a vampire love story, and it is not Twilight. It is just, yep. Chick needed a minion and then ended up turning her minion, so they had to get a new one. That's one of my favorite series. Or he also has a I think it's called the Grim Reaper series, but it's A Dirty Job, and then the sequel is Secondhand Souls. And there's a little girl, if she says a certain word, whatever she's looking at will drop dead. But my favorite part is she has a pair of hellhounds that she calls goggies and will stick them on everyone, including her dad when he tries to take away, her little, 4-year-old boyfriend. And threatens a tooth fairy because, she forgot to give her money one day. I will not be messed with. Got her pigtails stuck in the door, cussing out that evil tooth fairy that forgot her dollar. Like, I need more of this little girl and the trouble she's going to be in when she hits puberty and starts dating. I keep, mentioning, hey, we've had Shakespeare. Can we get more Sophie? But so far, no more Sophie books. He has a very weird sense of humor, but I love him. He's the one that, I kick off my Christmas season by reading A Stupidest Angel by him. And it starts with the warning of, do not read this to the children or gift it to grandma. The angel in it is stupid. There are zombies and people over 40 doing it in graveyards. It doesn't get explicit, but yeah, they're in the graveyard. And it ends up, it's weird when you can turn one of those scenes into comedy. And the best part is, I think it was Hallmark bought the rights to it based off of the title and had started casting people for the character names without realizing what it was. This is not a Hallmark movie, even if it is, Angel on the title. They forgot to read the subtitles. A heartwarming tale of Christmas terror. That should be a clue. But they went all the way through casting before realizing they should not do it. They would have had, well, they could have done the very beginning where the angel shows up and scares the crap out of a little kid. And the second ending, but the couple hundred pages in the middle, yeah, that would have gone by with their audience. I would freaking love to see it. Mm-hmm. There are zombies. And an angel being a perv. If you have a very weird sense of humor, I definitely recommend most anything written by Christopher Moore. Oh no, this is way more messed up than the politically correct stories. So I do love his, yep. You know, in a normal story, the bad guy would get visited by ghosts and learn his lesson. No, in this story, he's going to get whacked in a couple pages. So don't get too attached. And then he proceeds to, like, you know, whack him. No, nice Christmas Carol. Lifetime movie, maybe? They did the whole VC Andrew movie series. Nice. I've never read VC Andrews. I keep meaning to. I heard about it for, you know, ever. I'm like, I'm going to read. And then I just never get around to it. And they're always at the thrift store that I go to. Wait till I read the Christmas ones. Scrooge, definitely different ending. Ooh, okay, now I can't wait. As is, I don't have a lot of Christmas movies, and I only have that one, you know, book. Though I do have one that's kind of both of, it's Halloween that's taking place in the North Pole as a murder mystery. So it's kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas. It kind of straddles the line. You could go either way with it. And I think it might actually be a series. I have to look into it. Only read a couple of VC Andrews, not my thing. I keep wanting to mix that one up with V.E. Schwab. Because there was one of them Gareth was talking about on his channel, and it was a villain origin story. So I'm like, I need that one. I love a good villain origin story. But when I looked it up, it wasn't on sale. It was still like $20. That's a bit much for, I don't know. Christmas Carol and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Two classic holiday movies. I have the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. I like that one. Nightmare Before Christmas, I can never get into. I like the idea of it, but somehow the execution just does not quite work for me. It's I don't hate it, but it's just kind of middle of the road. Though Harry Potter always has a Christmas scene, and of course, you know, Die Hard is totally a Christmas movie. Maybe not child appropriate. Or Lethal Weapon. That's another good Christmas movie. In all the wrong ways. All looking at Christopher Moore. Yay! Always trying to convert people to him. He does not get enough attention because he has such a weird sense of humor. The music is amazing. It's pretty good in the actual movie. The sad part is they use a different version when they do the soundtrack, and it's not as good. Because we were joking about trying to figure out how to play that on the different forklifts at work. It's the "This is Halloween" song. Because one of the guys was trying to figure out how to play Jingle Bells. We are not doing Jingle Bells. It's freaking July. I will take somebody out with my pen. And one of the guys, I know exactly who it was, put a Christmas countdown on the board. I'm gonna go find a marker and put a Halloween one up. Be skipping my holiday. I think they're getting away with it. Remember, it's a guy that likes Halloween too. He's just being a butt. Like he was playing the Mariah Carey song. I was like, all right, you get it once a day. If you do it twice, you're getting attacked. We've all talked and agreed. They said they would look the other way and go in the office. Everyone gets one whack. If you play it after Christmas, we all get two. I'm in trouble. I keep seeing ads on Facebook of, hey, you should shop at this store. Hey, look what Halloween stuff this store has on. I'm on reduced hours. Quit showing me things that I want. They're not on sale. Because I saw one for Joanne today. I'm like, y'all are mean. Isn't it Marilyn Manson that does it? Mm-hmm. But I don't. His version isn't on the soundtrack. If you get it, I don't think. Like I know somebody like recorded one, but I think I looked at the official and they had somebody else doing it. I'm like, that's not the same. But I found one that I really they had like they took all the songs and just made them like hardcore rock. It's not bad if I remember. Mm-hmm. I'm usually not a Marilyn Manson fan, but I did like his version of it. Tim Burton is he's hit or miss. Either it's a really good weird or it's just a really weird. Like, you have to actually know who to. You just look at the movie and go, yep, I know exactly who was responsible for this. It's a very distinct style. I have this special edition Blu-ray. Love the extra features. Way different. Nice. Corpse Bride is another favorite. I think I've seen that one once or twice. I think it was okay. Coraline really did do it for me. I think I liked Corpse Bride. And it was the same cast. He has his actors that he likes. Like I remember the meme going around of who gets Johnny Depp in the divorce. So I did love Beetlejuice. I need to see the new version of it, even though it's probably going to be really like, hey. I might have to see if that's streaming anywhere that I already have. Because surprisingly enough, I don't have that one. Even though it's Halloweeny and a cartoon. Two definite things for me. I have a coworker who was like, yeah, your parents are roughly my age. You were totally named after Beetlejuice. she thought it was scary. Like, that is not a scary movie. It's a comedy. She didn't get the comedy either. She's just weird. I love now they're redoing it with the girl who plays in the series Wednesday. Yeah, see, I'm a big JD fan, so I feel like I have to love Tim Burton. You would certainly miss out on like half of his movies if you didn't like Tim Burton. He's done some good ones and some bad ones. Like, I can't believe they're trying to make another Pirates of the Caribbean without him. Like, it's not Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp. He is Captain Jack Sparrow, which pretty much is the movie. I mean, Orlando Bloom as a pirate was really freaking hot. But Johnny Depp is the one that made the movie. And it's even better when you realize like half of the stuff that he does is not on script. So you're actually getting their reactions to his actual weirdness. Mm-hmm. I think it's either this month or next, I think, that the new Beetlejuice is coming out. Still funny, Michael McDowell wrote the screenplay for Beetlejuice. That is so weird. I need to give him a try, because your reviews of his stuff make him sound like he'd be really fun. Sweet. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for the second season. Like, usually it either comes out in like the next year or yeah, you ain't getting one. Like they did for one other show that left on a cliffhanger. But supposedly they have now put up a thing on Netflix going, hey, there will be a season 2 coming. Right? Yep. Did you watch that show Cursed on Netflix? We got our 10 episodes, left on an awesome cliffhanger with Merlin, and that was just it. I was still trying to figure out who that other one was. Bloody, gory, and twists and turns. Oh yeah. I gotta give Amulet a try. That one seems like it might be my best bet. But I don't know when I'm gonna get to a thrift store to look for it. Yeah, that's her name. It's like super pretty, super good at going dead face. I love that, yeah, they had Christina Ricci in the show. So, like, all right, we got old Wednesday giving crap to the, new generation Wednesday. And of course, new generation probably did not understand that nod at all. I didn't know she was going to be in it, and I was just watching, like, hey, it's Wednesday! What the heck? Too bad I don't think they fit in any of the other original cast. You need to come hang out, Jack. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but he was doing his I'm dying squawk that he likes to do just for attention. He's perfectly fine. He just likes to freak me out. But after 5 years, I'm on to him. So funny with the new generation. But the original Wednesday was in the series Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Oh, headphones dying. Gotta scoot. Have a great one. Bye. Thanks for checking in. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Mm-hmm. So if I let him in, he's gonna get trampled because Franny's gonna be like, hey, dinner time. We get dinner in an hour, but you could give it to us early. He just loves going, haha, I'm gonna give you a heart attack. And then every time he does that, I'm like, oh, he wants attention. No, he just wants to make a run for it. Mm-hmm. Those furball kids can be trouble. They're all coasting on their good looks and they know it. Shall we kick off another 30-minute sprint and see how everything goes? Turn the fan on. It's getting toasty in here. I'm the last one, so I guess I'll scoot too. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in. It was great to have you. Hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. I will keep it going, see if anyone pops in before I finish this chapter. I left a comment on your video. And thank you. Enjoy your Friday evening as well. Thank you. Hopefully, you will have a lovely weekend. I will definitely see you next time. I always love chatting with you. I have to get caught up in all my comments. I've been watching too many live streams today. Alrighty. Well, I read it through 3 chapters, and we're gonna call it. Bye.